How's it going, Rogues Gallery, and welcome! Today we are talking about these custom Dragon Shield sleeves. These have official Red Zone Rogue art on them. Poor Katsumi has the barcode right over her face, but I assure you, the barcode is not over her face on the actual sleeve. These are a brand new Dragon Shield product where you can get your own custom sleeves made for a more expensive price than usual, basically. I think it's around $25, then plus shipping here. And I think this is a really, really cool idea. This is, not the only product like this on the market, but this is Dragon Shield. And Dragon Shield brings pedigree, it brings quality, because in my humble rogue opinion, Dragon Shields are the best sleeves on the market, or at least, in contention for the best sleeves on the market right now. And you know what? I was very curious to see how good these brand new custom sleeves will be. And frankly, I wanted to offer some custom sleeves for you guys, the viewers out there. And so I got a little tiny batch of these printed. All of the ones that I have already printed are for patrons. They're all been spoken for, but let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to see some of these on the official Red Zone Rogue merch store, redzonerogue.com, which will launch very, very soon. And I would like to launch it with some sleeves in addition to playmats and perhaps some other accessories in the future. So today we're going to review these sleeves. We're going to see how good they are. We're going to, check all the things, shuffle feel, texture, all of that good stuff. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion on these, whether they're worth it for you, whether they're worth it for you to buy from a content creator or just to do it yourself. There's a lot to talk about here. So we're going to go to a top-down view, get really close into these, and show you just my raw opinions on them. I'm also going to show you a super secret tech on how to sleeve double-sleeved Dragon Shield sleeves. I know I just said sleeves like a bunch of times, but it's notoriously kind of a pain in the butt to double-sleeve Dragon Shield sleeves. Well, I have a trick, some super secret tech that'll make it a lot easier for you. So without further ado, let's do it. So this is how your custom sleeves are packaged and presented to you. They are in a Dragon Shield box with the artwork and a barcode. I do want to note that the artwork here is not printed onto the box. It's literally just like stickered onto the box. So if you're hoping for some like custom boxes in addition to this, you're not getting that. Just a small thing. I figured, if I thought about it, other people would think about it as well. And they do take a little bit to ship. They take a little while to manufacture and ship. I imagine they're fairly popular, which is why. And honestly, I placed a fairly large order. You can see here I have 4 of each of them, and I bought more than this as well because I wanted to have a little bit extra to offer to my patrons. Here we have the actual sleeve. They are matte sleeves, and you can see a little bit of the texture here. I want to say that they don't feel quite as good as just a regular Dragon Shield matte sleeve. So here we have a regular Dragon Shield matte black sleeve, and it just feels, just a little bit better. Maybe the grains are a little bit more pronounced on here. It's hard to say and put it into words exactly what it is. This one feels more like a chalkboard kind of, but not quite. And it doesn't feel like it's, cheap at all, right? I can scratch right over Katsumi's face here. And look, still good. It is printed on. It's not like a cheap quality where it's just gonna come, scratching right off. Like we can really get to it where the card is even, starting to bend from the scratching, and it still stays pretty pristine. So, you do have that Dragon Shield quality. I wanted to get two sleeves done just to see, if there's any differences in print quality or just anything. It's good to get a good sample size, and I'm definitely going to get more printed with different art. I want to get some more realistic artwork done for fans of the more realistic games that I cover, like Flesh and Blood. But I had recently just designed this new character, Katsumi Kadako, for the channel, and I was like, you know what, we'll use some of her concept art for this concept run, and that's exactly what I did. And I kind of did a little mock-up of here. These are all my own custom designs with art that I commissioned from artists. That's also true of this playmat, by the way. If you're interested in this playmat, this is a custom Red Zone Rogue playmat with a very cute Katsumi Karako. This playmat is intended for fans who like, you know, cute kind of games and, you know, family-friendly kind of stuff. This one will also be available on the official Red Zone Rogue merch store, redzonerogue.com, and possibly some of these sleeves as well. So these sleeves, like I said, cost about $25 to make, plus shipping, right? And so for me, as a content creator, and this is true, you know, this is something you should consider if you're a content creator too, or if you want to get these custom sleeves to sell to your fans. The profit margins are going to be very slim depending on how much you charge for them, because they cost me about $27, $28 per box, you know, with shipping and tax and all that kind of stuff. So that means if I sell these at 30 bucks, I'm only getting like a $2 profit here. So 30 bucks and you know, plus shipping and all that kind of stuff. So at minimum, if you want to make at least a couple bucks, you're going to have to be charging like $35 a pop for these, and $35 for, you know, 100 sleeves. And these are, you know, boxes of 100 sleeves. $35 for 100 sleeves is a pretty rough ask for a lot of people. The quality is there. The quality is definitely here. So I have a stack right here of just, you know, the loose sleeves, and you can see, you know, the quality is here. You know what? In fact, let me grab my deck. I actually sleeved up the deck that I'm going to be bringing to the Calling Las Vegas, you know, in preparation. And I was like, you know what? Let's use these sleeves. And so, you know, I've been kind of shuffling around, playing a little bit with this, and it feels great. You know, the shuffle quality is fantastic. They are, I mean, they're just Dragon Shields, right? They have that Dragon Shield feel. They just kind of feel a little bit rougher, just a little bit different on the back. Not quite the same as the regular mats, but still really good quality. The quality is not something that personally I would be concerned with. It's mostly just the price. It's mostly just the price. I think these are just overall fantastic sleeves, and as you can see, there's a lot of consistency here too. So that's something that comes up with a lot of custom sleeves, consistency in the printing of the sleeves. But you can look here, the consistency is phenomenal, right? All the sleeves look exactly the same, which is exactly what you want. Nothing looks out of place, nothing looks off the mark. It's great. One thing to note that will bug some people, there's a little dot right here on this bottom. I did not put that dot there. It has to be there. I know some people have inquired Dragon Shield about it. It's just how they print their cards. It's just, or their sleeves, card sleeves. It just has to be there. So that could be a determining factor. If you're like, yo, I don't want that weird little, you know, circle, not really a circle, but the real little marking on the bottom. I mean, sometimes you can maybe cover it up or incorporate it into your piece, but yeah, in general, it will, you know, it could be like a sore spot for some people who are looking to just make it all their own. I do like how there's no like Dragon Shield logos or anything on it. It definitely looks like your own kind of thing. And if you have a following who are, you know, willing to spend $35 on some sleeves, well then that's great. That's fantastic. And I will note that the price, the $25 asking price, is a really good price compared to other card sleeves on the market right now, custom card sleeves on the market, and these are Dragon Shield sleeves. So you're paying a lower price for higher quality, which I fully endorse. So for me personally, for Red Zone Rogue and my online merch store, redzonerogue.com, I will be offering some of these sleeves, possibly updated versions, possibly these ones exactly, maybe even more. But I will be selling them at around $35, and I'm very curious to see how popular they're going to be. Probably not a lot, so I probably won't be placing a large order because, once again, if you're a content creator and you want to sell these, $35 for some sleeves is a pretty tough ask. If you just want to get it out to your fans, right, you could sell them at 30 bucks maybe and break even. That's not too bad. At $35, you're making like $5. So that's where it is. That's what it is. I do think they are fantastic. The quality, like I said, is pretty strong. How do I want to put this? I've done some, stretch tests, and sometimes it's great, and sometimes they snap immediately. But I feel that that's true for most Dragon Shield sleeves these days anyway. So let's try this one, right? I'm a pretty strong guy. Okay, this is a good one, right? All right. Let's try it. Let's really give it. There we go. So yeah, they're pretty strong sleeves. All right, pretty strong. I'm sorry, Katsumi, we had to ruin your beautiful face. So those are my thoughts on these. I think they're worth it if you are willing to pay the premium for a custom service, whether you're a content creator or if you are just a regular customer. I also want to note that there is a clause there where I do believe you need to have rights to the art. I know a lot of people will probably try to use copywritten artwork. I don't know how hard Dragon Shield is clamping down on that kind of stuff. So if you go and take, you know, like Raymond Swanland's artwork or something like that, or you go and take, you know, some Steve Argyle artwork like Viscerai, I don't know if they're going to clamp down on that. Personally, I own the rights to this artwork and this character, so it was easy for me. I didn't have to look into a lot of legal stuff. But for you out there, just be careful. Just be careful. I don't know if they're going to, you know, how hard they're clamping down on that. So, before we end, I do want to show you a super secret trick to getting cards into Dragon Shield sleeves if you are double sleeving. Because a lot of the times, you put them in, and you try to push it down, and look at this. Look at that. It's just really hard. It's too snug. But even if it's too snug, this is one of these sleeves here. Even if it's too snug, you can still do it. So what I would do is I would just get any card, a token, if you play Magic, a land, just any card that you don't really care about possibly damaging. And then you set it up in a way so you put the sleeved card just a little bit in like this. Not so much that the double sleeve is starting to come off a little bit, the inner sleeve. And then you put the card that you don't really care about much over the top of it, like so. And then you simply push it in with the other card at the same time. And it creates enough friction in there, if you're pushing it in together, that it doesn't actually pop the card out of the sleeve. And then all you need to do is kind of do a little pinch right here, on the bottom. Make sure the card doesn't slide back up, the inner card doesn't slide back up, and pull your junky card out. And there you go. That's perfect, right? So that is my super secret tech to getting your snug Dragon Shield double sleeved cards actually into the Dragon Shields. That I've been using this for years. I figured it out like many years ago when I was sleeving up an old Magic the Gathering cube, and I was like, why is this such a pain in the butt? And I was like, you know what? Stick a basic land in there, and it totally works. So that is my recommendation with that. Hopefully someone out there found that to be fairly helpful. I will also want to say one other thing. There's not a ton of customization other than what you can do yourself, right? So they do have some word, like, you know, fonts, and you can add words and colors and that kind of stuff. But I think if you want it to look like the best, and I did kind of go for this, like, you know, this pastel vibe here, which I think looks really nice with the manga aesthetic. There's not a whole lot of other customization there. So you kind of need to prepare your artwork and that kind of stuff ahead of time. And I also wish there was an option to have black sleeves. I don't really like the white inner sleeves. I want me some black sleeves. So those are my only real gripes. You know, they're kind of expensive, but for what they are, they're not actually that expensive. It's just a premium product if you want to do something custom for yourself or support a content creator like myself. And to be quite frank, I trust these cards enough to bring a very expensive deck to Las Vegas, complete with legendary Flesh and Blood cards like this Arcanite Skullcap, and even this, you know, cold foil Bloodsheath Skeleton, just because I don't have a regular Bloodsheath Skeleton. I trust these cards enough to put very expensive legendary and cold foil cards in them. So that's gonna be like the real. I even have some first edition foils in here, like Arcane Rising foils. I trust these that much. So that is my biggest word of endorsement I can give you. I trust these sleeves with cards that are quite valuable and important to me. So take that for what you will. Thank you so much for watching this video. I've never really done a review kind of thing like this before, and just, you know, let me know what you think. And like I said, the quality is here if you want to pay for the premium service. And that's what this is. This is a premium service. You can easily just get regular Black Dragon Shields for like, what, $8 or whatever. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and check out redzonerogue.com. It is not fully up yet, but you can click a little button on there and it'll notify you when the store goes live. We are going to be going live with hopefully some sleeves, but definitely with some playmats. I'm hoping to launch the store with 3 to 5 different playmats. And I want to be able to basically offer something for everyone who watches this channel. If you're into more cutesy anime style stuff, then this playmat, the Midnight Duel with Katsumi Katago, will be for you. We're also going to have a flesh and blood style playmat with kind of realistic fantasy art that I'm so excited for. I cannot wait to show you guys this one. But I wanted to have a good mix of things, so everyone has something, everyone has an option here. So there's going to be an official MetaZoo playmat. There's this playmat. There's my Flesh and Blood themed playmat. There's my official Red Zone Rogue, Welcome to the Rogues Gallery playmat with the channel artist, Lizzie. We're also going to have a Halloween themed playmat that's like spooky. It's like manga themed, like black and white, but it's awesome and spooky and really, really cool. We're also going to have kind of a more risque, lewd-ish playmat for those who like WeCross, if you want a WeCross playmat. I want to have all of the options for you, no matter what game you play, whether you watch my channel for Flesh and Blood, or if you watch the channel for MetaZoo, or WeCross, or any of that kind of stuff. So just thank you so much for watching. Please check out my online store. I will make an official video after the store goes live later this month, probably after the Calling Las Vegas. Thank you again for watching. Once again, I highly recommend these sleeves if you are willing to pay the premium price, and we'll see you next time.